Now, you're going to start.
Now I will restart. Just remember what I said. You don't remember what I said because you couldn't hear me. I was saying, my greatest fear is doing a whole 1 hour class with no sound and then commence to do it. But you didn't know I said that because there was no sound. All right, we're going to do it for real now. Might have to shorten up our warm up a little bit. Is it set now, Kevin? All right, we got sound. Come to the center of your mat. Feet nice and parallel. Roll your shoulders back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale completely. Little flex in the knees and inhale. Exhale. Starting into a nice flow here. Inhale, reach up. Hands to heart center. Come down into a little bit of a squat or chair pose. Into the forward fold, hands down. Straighten out the legs any amount. Bend the knees, roll back. Just waking up the body. Go nice and gentle. Squat it down. Fold it up. Straighten the legs. Bend the knees. Flow through. Your pace. First one probably feels kind of stiff and crunchy. And then you gradually start to glide. Your muscles and joints remember what they're supposed to do. Come on up. Meet me up here. And we'll start our next part. Inhale, reach up, step to the side, little squat. Reach up and to the side. Back and forth. Paying attention to the breath, making sure you're oxygenating your body so your muscles work effectively. Hopefully you have yourself a glass or two of water in by now so that it's able to hydrate those muscles, make them work better. Last one, meet me in the center. Let's come into our side bend. Reach it out. Pull that elbow back. Strike and pull. I'm talking like I'm in Nourish. Let's just reach out gently and pull to the side. Strike and pull. Strike. I think it was the music that did it to me. Last one, we're changing sides. Let's change to the other side. Let's go. Are you laughing at me?
Didn't seem like you were too quiet, but now that you're
more energetic. Reach and pull. And last one. Let's come to a halt and stir the pot. Step the feet to the edges of the mat. Coming into your forward fold, hands on the thighs. Just hang an arm down. Start to swing it around. Look at the ground. That's all the rhymes I have for today. And change direction. Swing in the other, big circles. They're loose, but yet they have enough control that you're not like whacking yourself in the shin. Well, you are, okay. And pause. Straighten out the legs. Little bit of a back bend here. Sink the weight into the heels, bring the hips forward, and then come on back down. Other arm. Nice, big circles. Pause, change direction. Okay, and pause. Let's come on up. Get that back bend. Just start to activate low back suppleness. And step the feet together. Let's do some knee circles here. Just hold on to something if you need to. And just open up to the side. Open up to the side. Nice and controlled. Or balanced pose. One more each side. There we go. Let's go to core circles. Just come back to your center of your mat. Step your feet apart. Reach up nice and tall. Pull up on the kneecaps there. Now soften the legs. Come through that circle. Swing it through and bring it up. Softly bend the knees as you come through. Inhale up. Exhale, bring it around. Exhale, bring it around. One more each direction. Headed for weightlifting arms here, just to warm up our entire body. Let's bring the feet underneath the hips again. Reach the arms out, pull back, squat and swing. Reach, pull, squat and swing. Don't look at the floor. That would be a forward fold instead of a squat. They're not bad, they just don't belong right here. Get a nice extension And get a nice squeeze to extend, squeeze, squat, swing. Squeeze those shoulders. Last one. Then we're gonna warm up our wrists. You gotta take care of them. Clasp the hands together. Nice little figure eights with the hands. Tighten it up, roll it through. Yuma's getting hot. We're pushing over 100 degrees in the afternoons. Let's change directions. And even when we wake up in the morning, I think we're in the 85s or so, first thing, sun barely up. 'Tis the season to stay inside. Okay, pause. Let's do those magnetic bracelets. Circle through, circle through. And change direction. Nice flexes in the wrists help us when we're on our hands and knees or in plank today. I think we have time for one more exercise. Let's just come into fists up by the shoulders. You can go ahead, head forward, Kevin, and change up the stuff. And just come into a twist gently to the side. Twist gently to the side. You keep doing that. I'm gonna set up my stuff here. And you're gonna see the timer come up. And then we start our interval training here. All right, step the feet wide. Our first thing is 4 punches, 4 lunges. So feet are nice and parallel. Here we're gonna punch 4 times in the air and then side lunge, side lunge. You can do this with weights if you want to.
4, 3.
Yep, 4 punches, 4 lunges. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Side lunge, pull back that elbow. Okay, I'm doing weights, so Kevin might be going a little bit faster than me on this because I really need to control what's going on at the end of my hands here. Don't squeeze your weights really, really tight. I saw some really interesting things for gripping your weights without having fatigue. Oh, that's our halfway. It's our new one, that noise. Sometimes we change things halfway through, and that's my warning that I need to take care of that. 4 punches, 4 lunges. Sometimes I lose track
4
of counting,
3,
especially if I'm
2.
talking. There we go. So that funny little means we're halfway through our 45 seconds. Okay, let's take the right foot forward. We're doing our peekaboos or our door openers here. Right foot forward, left foot back. Square out the hips. We're gonna be opening up.
And then halfway.
And at the halfway,
4,
put our forearm
3,
down and we reach and
2.
pull. Okay, so come on forward into your lunge. Elbows wide, shoulder height. Straighten it out, bring it back. We're gonna see if we like this halfway boinker or not. It really helps keep me on track though. So wide, keep those elbows up. I tend to lift up my front toes and I shouldn't. Something I have to check myself on. There's our halfway. We put the forearm to the thigh. Strike it out, look forward, then pull and look to the side. Strike, pull, strike, pull. Your pace, okay? I'm not gonna call it out because maybe you're going slower than me.
Okay, deserve a round of applause.
4,
That's a,
3,
My
2.
middle boink.
your middle boink is an amazing thing. It was a lot of work to put that into our system. Okay, other foot forward. Make sure you got that space between your feet. Square out the hips, elbows wide as you come forward. Oh, we got 7 seconds. Let's come on up into straight. So nice and
4,
straight in between.
3,
Yeah, just
2.
relax. All right, lift those elbows. Come on forward and back. Gliding with control. That movement and that strength in the transition is such an essential part of good daily life. Squeeze the shoulders as you pull the elbows back. Squeeze, activate, and get intensity. Put your forearm on your thigh. I love it, Kevin. Strike and pull. Lets me pay attention more to what I need to. Strike, pull, strike, pull.
4, 3, 2.
There you go. Next thing is our squat and shoot. No, it's our, so sumo, so we've got our toes out. These images are so much the same. Toes are out, heels are in, nice wide. We reach up, we come down as low as we can. And then we put
4,
our hands on our thighs and we
3,
do a shoulder press.
2.
So let's just start. Toes are out, reach up high, come on down, and reach, and down, reach, Down. Maybe you're not to the ground, maybe you're just touching your thighs. That's okay. Find where you need to be in this. Don't look at the floor. Changes your balance so much. Drop those hips. All right, hands to the thighs. Elbows nice and wide. Let's press a shoulder to center. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna do 5 this time. 4, because we have more time for it. 5. Other side. Press that shoulder. Oblique
4,
crunch.
3, 2,
Oblique crunch. 1 more. We didn't have extra time. There we go. Come on up. We're doing our elbow knee crunches next, okay? Remember, this isn't about elbows and knees because I could just do this, right? What it is about turning that shoulder towards the knee. Don't bring your knee
4,
across side body.
3, 2.
Pace yourself. It's 45 seconds. We don't do anything different at the center beep. Just come up and bring it across. Okay, can you add intensity? We're starting to warm up the body. What is intensity? Maybe just a little faster, or knees a little bit higher, or shoulders a little bit lower, or maybe just smile. Keep going, that's not a stop. Don't be ridiculous, nobody smiles. Well, at least we know when we're half done, we can actually know how we feel about that certain exercise
4,
and our tempo.
3, 2.
There we go, we're gonna slow it way down. We're coming into chair pose here. It's a strength one instead of a cardio. Feet nice and parallel, kind of close together. Okay, we're gonna swing through up into our powerful chair pose.
4, 3,
Okay,
2.
bend the knees, drop the hands down, swing through with control. Find the weight and the balance in your body. Bring the hands to heart center. Any lower? Fist with your left, cap with your right, press, turn, lay it down, and look. The beep means almost nothing this time. Just breathe through. Whew. Look down, hands down. Let's straighten the legs any amount. Bend the knees, swing it through. Hands to heart center. Make a fist with your right, cap with your left. Now push, 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 push. Engage the shoulders. Now turn, lay
4,
that elbow so
3,
lightly down
2.
onto your thigh. Look down, hands down, straighten, roll up. We're in our power yoga flow. I'm gonna mostly just cue through the positions. Warrior 1, warrior 2. I'll add a cue to each one. We'll gradually build familiarity. Let's take the right
4,
foot forward.
3, 2.
Right foot forward, left foot back. Reach it up. Whoa, I lost my balance. Up into warrior 1. Okay, press through that heel, nice and tall. Okay, and then just pull your left hand back, look over your right fingertips. Hi, Kevin. Warrior 2, turn out that foot. Flip the front hand up and over, reverse your warrior. Side angle, take your forearm to the thigh, reach for the sky. Nice long angle. Think about it, we're going to triangle, so we're straightening out that front leg. Slide the hand down, reach straight up. Breathe through. Look down, hands down, either side of that leg,
4,
low lunge.
3, 2.
Slide it back to pyramid, tuck the chin. Spring off that back leg, come on forward. We're gonna go the other side. Left foot forward, right foot back. Square with the hips with the front of the mat. Find the balance in your body. That front
4,
knee is bent.
3,
Left
2.
leg is dynamic. Reach it up. Arms alongside the head. Going to warrior 2, let's just take that right hand back. Look over top of your fingertips. Maybe you walk your toes a little further apart. Flip the hand.
Toes apart.
No, toes apart. Up and over into reversed warrior or peaceful warrior. Has 2 names. Okay, side angle, forearm to thigh. Reach on that diagonal. Nice and long angle. Support the head. Don't just let it fall down into the shoulder support. Straighten out the front leg, triangle. Reach up, 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 straight up from the shoulder. Any amount, straighten that front leg. Look
4,
down,
3,
hands down, low
2.
lunge. Swing back just shortly into pyramid. My timing's just a little off. And let's spring out of that and come forward. Going into our sumo pulse. This one's one of our new ones. It's a sumo pulse lateral raise. Okay, toes are out. We're gonna come down to sumo,
3,
and we're just going to
2,
pulse in this position 4 times, okay? So come on down. 1, 2, nice and slow, 3, 4. Now straighten out, we'll talk it through. Tighten up the muscles in your arms and lift. Lift, don't just swing them about, tighten and lift. And 4, you've got it, we're gonna go a little faster. Pulse, 2, 3, 4, engage arms, lift, lift. Don't bring your shoulders to your ears, lift, lift. Pulse, 2, 3, 4, pull, pull, pull. Of course you could use
4,
weights if you want to.
3,
One last
2,
set of pulses, we are done with that one. And we are going to be down on the mat, so find your way down there. Heely boat punches next. You go sideways, Kevin, for this maybe? Okay, these are bent. Feet are on the floor. If you choose, you recline a little bit, okay? Tailbone issues, low back
4,
issues, come on upright.
3,
But what we do is pull
2,
back and we punch to the side. So fists engaged, palms up, and you rotate and you punch. Rotate and punch. Hand weights are fine for this if you wish. We engage, we punch, punch. Too much for your low back, sit up a little bit, but let's breathe through this. We're gonna keep on going. Sometimes we add a boat to this, but we're just gonna keep on going. Next time we'll do half and half. Don't forget you're turning that hand around. Turn, pull it back, palm up, and rotate. Toning your arms.
4, 3, 2.
All right, put the weights aside if you got them. We're gonna stack up the legs, either stacked or 90-90 here. And come around and face that top knee there. Hands on either side. We're doing our pigeon lift here. We go down and we lift it up.
4,
Any amount.
3, 2.
Sink it down, lay down over top of that knee. Lift it up, press up, lift up, come down. Can you do it with just the strength of your legs and free up both hands? Or do you need that supporting hand behind? Try. Just lift and sink it down. So supporting hand really helps low back. But if you want a little more core engagement, just not using that back hand at all. We're gonna swing over to the other side. Now I remember, see? Put those knees over, frame that knee, sink down. Come on up and lift. Lower it down and lift. I can't do it this side because my front leg is not strong enough.
4,
So it's nice
3,
to have that hand
2.
support. Lift. And we are done that. We're gonna go to side bicycle. Then we're doing 2 things on our back after that. Side bicycle, so we're laying down, cushion your head on your arm, okay? You can just put your hand on the mat, keep your leg out of the way, your hand out of the way, knee comes
4,
up, extend the leg long,
2.
kick it back, okay? Talk it through with me here. Knee comes up tight, extend the leg out in front, swing through, heel to butt, knee comes forward, there you go. So engage, don't just swing this foot around like a wild person, but squeeze through and extend. You're not attacked. I can't even see what you're doing. I'm just guessing. Just keep going. There's no halfway thing here. Can your bicycle go any faster? This suspended leg motion, oh my goodness, so good for the glutes and hip strength here. We're doing amazing things. You get fatigued, just hug your knee into your chest. Join us again when you can.
4, 3, 2.
All right, we're going onto our back to do a bridge pose combo here. So feet are very close together, center the mat for this bridge pose combo. Okay, side by side. And what we do is we lift up and then we lift a foot. Did she say go yet? No.
4.
So we want feet
3,
center mat, okay?
2.
Press strongly through your feet, lift up. Now really engage left leg and straighten out the right. Put that one down, lift the hips, straighten out the other one. Put that foot down, lift the hips, and lift the leg. We want to get our hips back up and engaged in between because we sink a little bit. Lift, straighten, down, lift, straighten, down. Keep going, straighten, down. You get fatigued, hug your knees into your chest. Take a break. Never forget, taking a break can be just one exercise, 1 minute, and then rejoin us. Not a big deal. I don't know what he's doing up there, but it's a lot of noise.
2,
Sit it down. Give yourselves a knee hug to the chest as a counter stretch. We're headed for our floating cobbler's pose, okay? So that's knees wide, soles are together, hands down alongside. We just extend along on the diagonal, back to floating cobbler's pose.
4, 3,
Tuck the chin,
2,
okay? Take the knees wide, press the feet together. Then extend the legs long, pressing the ankles together. Keep that engagement of pressing the legs together as you extend. It keeps it strong that way. Press the ankles, press the legs together, extend, then roll through feet. This does not have to be fast. There's a lot of strength of holding suspended legs. Keep going if you can. A knee hug if you need a break. The lower your legs are, the more challenging this is to low back and abdomen. So if it's really hard, just take it up in the air instead. If you want more out of it, take it really low
4,
and bring
3,
it back.
2,
Okay, we're rolling over, bicycle on the other side. We're almost there. 2 exercises, we're half done.
Wow.
Okay, cushion your head on your hand. Make sure you're not kicking your partner. Whatever, he says.
4,
Hand on the mat for nice
3,
security. Let's bring that knee up to the chest. Extend the leg long. Swing through. Heel to butt. Bring the knee forward. There you go. Very big pedals on this bicycle. It's like one of those clown tricycles you see. Can you stay engaged and add a little more speed or intensity? We want this nice and lateral, not way up in the air, okay? So bring it down almost to hip level and keep it low and engaged. No holding breath.
4, 3, 2,
Okay, and our final exercise of the sequence is bird dog crunch. Coming on up to your hands and knees. I get so disheveled rolling around on the ground. Okay, hands underneath your shoulders,
4,
knees under hips.
3,
Let me get
2,
reorganized here. Let's just take that right foot back, left foot hand forward, and we crunch. Reach and lift, curl it up. Reach and lift, curl, lift. So look for that back plane engagement as you lift thumb and heel, and then roll everything and tuck everything underneath. Inhale on the extension. Okay, put that hand down, going to the other side. Left leg back, find your balance. Right hand, thumb up. Lift, curl, lift, curl. Let's go. Great music.
4, 3, 2,
There we go, we're half done. Second time through, everything is not quite so foreign and your body's had that motion, so it's gonna be easier, maybe, or fatigue will happen. All things. Have a glass of water.
I think I got rid of the
break? You wanna pause?
No, the break, the rest before the break.
Okay,
Now it's only a minute break.
okay. Oh, that's amazing. So it's not a minute and 20 seconds. Kevin's been doing some tech stuff. He makes this world go round in ways that we don't even realize. We just come here and exercise and watch a video, and the things that make that happen are amazing. Okay, we're gonna get ourselves up to standing because we're back to our punch, punch, lunge, lunge with feet stepped apart. If you want, you can use some hand weights. I'm gonna try them this
4,
time, see how it feels.
3,
Feet are stepped
2,
apart, nice and parallel. Pull those hands back. Punch to the ceiling. You don't have to look up. There's nothing up there. Just changes what you're doing with your neck. Side lunge. 4 punches. 4 side lunge. Pull back that elbow. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up. Doesn't feel that bad with hand weights in it, but these are nice light ones. But a little more engagement, a little more challenge. Keeping in mind that most of our toning and muscle building we've done thus far has had no hand weights involved. It's very, very beneficial without the weights. There we go. Door opener is going to take that right foot forward, left foot back. Square at the hips. So I want you to pay attention. When you're coming forward, you're going into that knee bend. When you come back, legs nice and straight.
4.
Okay, really engage.
2,
Elbows up, pull them back and come forward. Close the door, get out of there. Forward and back.
I started to not do peekaboos.
Doing the other ones?
I don't know what I do. Probably the 3-point lunge.
We have a lot of similarities between our moves, and sometimes the little images on our check sheet are hard to catch. All right, that's forearm to thigh. We do our strike. The music's gotten quite quiet, so we gotta get noisy. Strike, pull back, strike, pull back. Go, come on, we're half done. You know how much you got left. Nice
4,
extension
3,
and pull.
2.
There you go, changing sides. I don't know what this song is, but it doesn't belong in this class. Square out the hips, bending that front knee. Feel the straight, and then feel the bend.
4.
There we go, gets our
3,
elbows up and come on
2.
forward. Got a little bit of a break. Brings the heart rate down just a little. Muscles ready to re-engage. That's the wonderful thing about interval training, or Tabatas. Keep those elbows up. Squeeze those shoulders as the arms come wide. Squeeze. Let's not just move. Let's really intentionally engage as we do this. Pull. Forearm to thigh. Reach long. Pull back. Reach. Pull. Even we fall over. Or tip. We don't fall over so much.
Oh, baby.
Every once in a while. Strike it
4,
out. Pull
3,
it back.
2.
Strike, pull, and stop. All right, feet are wide. I'm gonna try this, I don't know if it'll work. There you go, feet are wide, toes are out. Reaching up or coming down. Okay, how low you go is your choice.
4,
But toes are out.
3, 2.
The full. Reach it up, come on down. This is not the pulse one, that's a later one. We have our 2 different squats going on. I spaced them out so we wouldn't end up really unhappy with that idea. Reach, drop it down. Don't look at the floor. Straighten out those legs, really engage, squeeze the glutes as you come up. Okay, hands on the thighs. Press shoulder to center. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're changing sides. Shoulder drops. Shoulder drops. 3,
4,
and 4.
3,
Straighten it out. We get an extra 2-second break. How about that? Elbow knee crunches next. Oops, I just blew up my mic with a whew.
I don't know what song this is.
No, it sounds epic and not a driving beat. We'll have to check on that one. Elbow knee crunches next. Knee straight up.
4, 3, 2.
Pace yourself. Maybe you've got a little extra and you know you can go fast on this. Bring it around. Bring it around. Bring it around. Challenge your best friend. That never goes well for either of us, actually. Kevin, okay, you win. You win. Drop that shoulder. It's a lot more fun in the pool, I must say. There, he slowed down to a normal space. That is halfway, Kevin. Look what you just did.
I did that?
Can your knee come higher? Can your shoulder drop lower? Instead of going faster, I instigated, but he activated.
4,
So who is responsible?
2.
Let's slow it down to chair pose. Whew, go with strength instead of cardio. Feet nice and parallel. Let's put them really close together. Some people do chair pose with their legs actually pressing together. It's really interesting engagement of the lower body muscles.
4, 3,
Okay?
2,
Bend the knees, come on through and swing through. See, you can even press your knees together right now for more stability. Hands to heart center. But now we have a very small prop as we come into our rotation. Make a fist, press, and turn. Very small base. Feel your muscles working hard. Breathe through. Get light in that elbow, but strong in the hands. Look down, hands down. Straighten the legs. If it's too hard for you, step those feet apart. Okay, bend the knees. Swing back through. Press the legs together. Drop the weight into the heels, hands to heart center. Fist with your right, cap with your left. Press and turn.
4, 3, 2,
Breathing through. Look down, hands down, little straighten and up. Power yoga flow. Take the left foot forward, right foot back. Doesn't matter which way you face, it's okay. They'll get
4,
both views that way.
3,
Square out your hips,
2,
head up to warrior one. Bend that front knee. Okay, squeeze through the shoulder blades. Deep breath in, swing it through to warrior two. Take that right hand back, look over your fingertips. Nice and low there. Flip the front hand up and over, reverse your warrior. Breath in, exhale into side angle. Forearm comes to thigh. Reach on that angle, support the head. Big breath. Think about this. We're gonna straighten out the leg, pull the hips back to triangle, and hand goes straight up instead of that angle. Stack the hips, bring that top hip back. Look down, hands down
4,
into low lunge.
3, 2,
Just swing it slowly back into pyramid. Back to lunge, spring through, changing sides. Taking your right foot forward, left foot back. Square it out. Whew. Sink the weight into that
4,
back leg. Really
3,
be dynamic in the
2,
back of that leg. Reach up into warrior one. Warrior two. Swing back the left arm. Turn out the left foot. Hi. Flip the front hand up and over. Reverse your warrior. Soft in the elbow. Gazing up softly. Forearm to thigh, side angle. Stack your hips. That means don't let that front top hip roll forward. Straighten out the leg, slide down into triangle. Both legs are nice and straight if you can. Look down, hands down either side of that foot. Sink it down
4,
into a lunge.
3, 2,
Swing it back into pyramid, tuck the chin. Bend the back knee, spring forward. Come on out of that. Sumo pulse. And then lateral raise. So while we're waiting for the timer to get ready for this, so sumo is toes out, right? But I want you to hold your arms
4,
and just hold them here
3,
and now engage them.
2,
Feel the difference of the muscles. Okay, come on down. Pulse, 2, 3, 4. Engage your arms. Lift, lift, lift. And 4. Let's go a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lift. Pulse, 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 and pulse. And lift, lift. Not just swinging them around. Feel the tightness in your arms. Drop those hips low.
4, 3,
And lift,
2,
lift. I'm gonna need nourished today, I can tell. Coming down to the mat. We're doing our Healy boat punch, but we're gonna add a low boat. At the halfway, we're gonna just change into boat pose. I'm gonna go sideways. Knees are bent, hands are back. Weights if you
4,
choose. We
3,
come into that rotation
2,
and punch. Okay? So palms are up, we turn and punch. Turn and punch. You can lean if you wish, or you can be very upright. Don't hold your breath. This is so much abdominal and shoulder work. Don't hold your breath through it. All right, Coming into a proper modified boat here. Knees come up, heels off the ground, arms alongside. Can you straighten out one leg? Bring it back. Straighten out the other leg. Bring it back.
4,
Both legs.
3, 2,
And bring it back. Give it a hug. There we go. 90-90s. Laying the knees over to one side, either stacked or staggered. And then frame that top knee there. Just sink it down. Just lay down over top of that leg. Little stretch
4,
while we're waiting. Tuck the
3,
elbows in.
2,
Spread the fingers wide, especially on that left hand, and lift and raise it up. Bring it back down. Press through the legs. Press through that hand and bring it down. Get as much lift as you can out of this and then bring it all the way back down to the ground. Changing sides, so swing those knees through. Get yourself in a good position before you don't just dig straight into this. Turn the shoulders, lay it down. Come on up. Lay it down. And lift. Use the legs.
4,
Use the hand.
3,
And
2.
lift. There we go. Side bicycle. Laying down. At least you have the familiarity this time. Laying down, cushion your head on your arm. Free hand goes on the mat just to give you some stability.
4,
And we bicycle through.
3, 2,
Seriously engage in this. Pull that knee up, strike out the legs, swing it through, squeeze to the butt, pull the knee up. Now keep the leg nice and low if you can, just about as high as your hip is off the floor. And have more support in the glutes and then the hip to hold the leg weight and the leg position as you move through. We have no halfway motion here except if you want to take a break and know that you did at least half.
four, 3, 2.
There we go, rolling over onto our backs. Feet are close together. How you doing there? Take a break, Kevin. I'll carry the team here. Feet are very close together here. So we're coming into that bridge lift. We lift up the hips, but then we're
4,
straightening out a
3,
leg.
2.
I'll cue you through. Let's get the hips up high. Really engage. Tuck the shoulders underneath. There we go. Now lift a leg and straighten. Foot down, press through, lift. Foot down, lift the hips, straighten. Foot down, lift the hips. So now you do that in between each one. Get yourself that elevation and then straighten the leg. That's why we put our feet in the center of the mat, is so we have really good balance to hold the height of what we're up to. Let's tuck the chin, don't forget to breathe. All the things. Starting to get a little lower as we get fatigued, I know.
4, 3, 2.
All right, let's just hug the knees to the chest in our 20-second break here. Give ourselves a counter stretch to what we just did. We're headed for our floating cobblers. So be aware, as knees are wide here, we extend the legs long. If we do it up high, it's a little easier than down here. Down here is
4,
more core
3,
and low
2.
back.
Blackberry cobbler.
Backberry cobbler. Reach the legs out, press the ankles together, then bring the feet together, bring the knees wide. Why are you thinking about pie and dessert?
Cobbler pose.
Oh, it's cobbler pose. She's
I'm enjoying peach cobbler right now.
blueberry cobbler, he's saying. Peach cobbler. Knees wide. So really pay attention. As you come into that extension, start pressing the ankles together, press the shins together, extend. Stop tickling me. And then press the feet together. Getting tired, either hug the knees or go for some height and
4,
find the ease in some
3,
height on this
2.
instead. Hug the knees to the chest. Roll over to the other side. Woohoo! I'm tired. I couldn't even sit up hardly. Okay, and go to the other side for bicycle. 2 more exercises and we're done.
4,
Get yourself in a
3,
nice position,
2.
hand in front of the face on the mat. Let's bring that knee up, extend long, kick through. Hey, we're like a team dressed in black. I just realized that.
Oh, look at us. Very cute.
Squeeze that knee up high, extend that leg long, swing it through straight, kick back heel to hip, bring it through. The details. You pay attention. I'm not going to cue you every swing on that. You pay attention to the details as you move. Checking to see, as you extend your leg long, how high you're holding that leg.
4,
Is it at hip
3,
height?
2.
All right, good news. Last one. We're coming into our bird dog crunch. I feel bedraggled. Bird dog crunch here. Okay, so hands and knees. Spread the fingers nice and
4,
wide.
3, 2.
Oh, am I too close? Sorry. Extend the leg long, take the hand out, lift, curl it up. Lift and curl. Lift, crunch, extend. So when we're on that extension, just look at the top of your mat. Don't look up in the air and get way into your neck. Just look at the top of your mat as you extend and really support the head in alignment with the spine. We're changing sides. Other foot back. Extend the arm, find the balance, and curl. And know that many people cannot get in a 2-point support like this. A diagonal support is very, very hard. What you're doing is amazing.
4, 3,
Curl,
2.
lift, curl, hands down. And we are to cool down here.
Look, it says done instead of right.
You did a great job. Okay, he's going to change the music. I'm just getting my hair out of my eyes here, and we're going to do a nice cool down. Let's stay down low here. Now let's just bring the leg forward. We're going to come into a low lunge here. Okay, just nice diagonal on that back leg. I've got my right leg forward. It doesn't really matter too much. I'm not going to be doing too many right-left cues here. But let's just take a deep breath, come up tall. Exhale, bring it forward into the stretch, blow out all the air. Inhale, come back to tall. Exhale, shift forward. You might need a little knee pad if you want for this. Always utilize those if you want. Put your hands down either side of that foot. We're going to sink it back into the modified half split. That means the hips come forward. Arms stay hips come back. Straighten out the leg. Arms stay forward. Tuck the chin. It's a big stretch. Breathe through. Lift the shoulders and swing the weight forward. Deep breath in. Exhale. Sink into it. Let's take the arm that's alongside the foot up into the air. Open up. Big breath in. Exhale, bring that down. Other side, inhale, reach. Exhale, bring that down. Elevate a little bit and put your hand on your thigh. Reaching it up into a low crescent. Hold is kind of like warrior one, but we're on the ground, and let the backbone sway just a little bit. Cactus arms, squeeze the shoulders. Hands down. And let's swing that leg back and change which leg is in front. Foot is in front. Start with just coming back and forth a little bit, nice, gentle. We're just going to come up, inhale. Exhale, sink into it a little bit. Inhale, straighten up and bring the hips back a little bit. Exhale, sink down. Deep breath, holding deep into that stretch. Oh, hands down either side of the feet. Okay, we're just going to straighten that front leg, bring the hips back. Modified split. Tuck the chin. Bring it down. Intensify your stretch if you choose. And then raise up the shoulders, come forward, lifting up the hand that's closest to the foot and opening up to the side. Bring it down. Other side, inhale, reach. Exhale, down. elevate, elevate. And then just reach it up into a low crescent. Sink the hips forward just a little bit. Cactus arms. And bring it down to the ground. Bring that knee back. We're going to come onto our backs and just do, well, we have enough time. We're coming onto our backs and we're just going to do a brief figure 4 stretch. Really good for the amount of squatting things we've been doing and things like that. Bent knees, lay down. Hug the left knee into the chest. And then just bring that ankle around, put it on the thigh. Get yourself in the figure 4. Set yourself in. Tuck the chin. And just press the knee away from the hip. And relax. Lift up the legs and then reach through, take your bind and squeeze. Probably when you reach through, you lift it up in your chin and tighten the back of your neck. So pay attention to that. Deep breath in, exhale, squeeze into that stretch. Really engage, flex the toes, point the toes. Flex and point. Gently release. Unwind. And let's change sides. Hugging the right knee to the chest, first of all, and then look for your rotation. Pushing the knee away from the hip. We don't push into the knee at all. If you want to add extra pressure into this, you would use your thigh bone as your pressure point to engage a little deeper, not your knee. Take a breath there. Relax the tension. Lift the legs without lifting the chin and take your bind. Squeeze. Flexing the toes, pointing the toes. Paying attention that each exhale gives you a little deeper stretch, a little more engagement. Gently release, unwind, and roll yourself up to seated to finish off the class today. Let's have our feet nice and wide, our knees bent as we come up. Make sure you're on your seat bones. We're just going to drape down into a soft forward fold here. But let's come up tall to start with. And then just lay down between the bent knees and just drape. Let everything soften. Tuck the chin, soften through the shoulders, soften through the jaw. Few deep breaths. Feel your low back relax. And feel that gentle stretch in your hamstrings and your calves. As we're just laying here, letting our body respond. Roll up to seated position. Bring the legs together nice and long. Nice and tall. Engage the back of the legs with the mat. Ground yourself down through your seat bones. Inhale tall and a final forward fold of any amount. Roll up to seated. And that's our Strive class. Great job, everybody. And thank you for joining us. We encourage you to follow this up with the 50-minute Nourish stretch.